If you're a cannabis company, you'll want to see this. This is exactly how we made this other cannabis company $51,000 in just 4 months' time. So I'm going to be showing you exactly how we scaled them using campaigns, flows, and strategy, and how you can do it too. So I'm going to be pulling back the curtains. I'm not hiding anything. It's going to be completely value-based, and I'm not going to talk much about our service because I don't want to upsell it. So the intention of this is to make it valuable. And as you can see, here's a screenshot of exactly the results that I'm talking about from January 1st until April 30th, but I will also be going through the back end later on in the video. So this is exactly how we made them this amount of money, even going as far as to show you how we've made them passively $13,000 without sending campaigns as well. So with that being said, here's what I'm going to cover. I'm going to be covering their challenges, their current situation versus what their goal was, our exact strategy and goals. I'm also going to mention our pricing and offer. I'm going to be very transparent about that, our solutions to their obstacles and challenges, and most importantly, the key changes that shifted their revenue, as well as how you can do it too, and I'll be showing you the results of those changes. So here is the initial situation that we walked into. First of all, they had no effective or functional flows in place to begin with. They had no campaign sending strategy. They had a smaller unengaged list size with low spending of about 1,300 people max. Then they had lower return rates. They were heavily reliant on discounts and sales. And lastly, they just had no clear and concise strategy. So initially what we went in and did was we first of all built out that clear strategy, but then we went and built out new flow structures with entirely new designs and new build outs, etc. And I'm going to be showing you one of the flow structures that you can apply yourself. I'm also going to be showing you how we went in and changed their segmentation, and then we did different targeted sending, which you can apply yourself as well. I'm going to be showing you the exact strategy that we built out for them as well. So the way that we follow it and how you're going to follow it as well. You can even take screenshots of it. Then last 2 points is that, I'm going to be showing you just how we changed our campaign sending, where we moved from the discount culture to flows and campaigns of value, sincerity, and personability. Then lastly, we focused on intentional sending, and we focused on optimizing the strategy and the performance. So just to show you exactly what that looks like, here again is the back end. As you can see, this is Klaviyo. So this is the tool that we use to send emails for all of our clients. But you can see $51,000 from January to April, and 30% of that was from flows, but the other percentage of 75% was 2 campaigns. Your ratio should look very similar to this. This is our ratio for every single one of our clients in this industry. If not, sometimes flows is a little bit higher, but flows should not be less than this, just based on the industry that we're in. So in terms of the flows that are doing best, you can have a look at how much that is actually contributing each month, very passively. And then for flows, you can see that some of the flows that did really well, or that we're sending, are not necessarily solution-based or sale-based. They are more valuable. So we're talking about legislation in each state, which is a boring topic, but it still generated revenue. We're talking about reminders of, workshops that we have, which isn't even a promotion or in giving them any ability to buy, but they still purchase from that email. So very passively sending active campaigns that are more value-based. That has kind of been the focus. So in terms of our strategy build up, this is what it looks like. Feel free to take a screenshot, but we use this for all of our B2C clients mostly, but specifically for them, we focus on a few different segments. So for example, the flows, campaigns, segmentation, and then the last part, which was more so generating their list growth. So first of all, we built up all the initial flows, the welcome, browse, cart, win back, and VIP, and then we went as far as to do post-purchase and then upsell flows. Because we've been doing this for 6 years, we obviously have a proven method of how the structure should look. I'm going to be showing you the welcome series so that you can apply it yourself and see the results from that as well. But for campaigns, what we did is we wanted to obviously get away from that discount culture. So what we do is we kind of send 2 emails a week, if even, otherwise just 1. And it is extremely valuable. The first email in the week, or the only email in the week, is completely value-based. And then the second email is usually a promotional or upsell, talking about the product that will give you those results of the value that we spoke about. So for example, if we're talking about sleep, and then we want to cover sleep, as a upsell product, then we'll focus on one of the products that people usually buy for sleep. So we'll talk about, value on how you can improve your sleep and how many people actually have sleep problems, and just give them practical tips. We're not trying to sell anything. Then the next email will be a little bit more promotional. So we find that works best for this industry as well. Then lastly, in terms of segmentation, we target the engaged, the unengaged, and their VIP customers very differently. And then we base it on categories as well, which I'm about to show you. So if we look at this list, this is exactly what you can expect is the most valuable. So Over here, you can see that we have a different segmentation of engaged, unengaged, we have location, we have different categories as well. So what we do, for example, is we will upsell Delta 8 products or gummy products to each other, or we'll sell different categories specifically. So if someone's selling a CBD tincture, we will upsell them on capsules, and we'll kind of give them an idea of how to use capsules and tinctures collectively. Or we will send them new product drops. So if we're selling flower, like cannabis flower, CBD flower, what we'll do is we'll obviously then give them a reminder of some new products that we've just released to that list specifically that's already bought it, or vice versa, we can upsell it to other categories. So in terms of the flow, this is the exact structure that I would recommend that you build out. You can expand it, you can do it differently, but this is what we find works best, and you can see the results from it too. So obviously when someone subscribes, they should get an email immediately, and this email has their initial offer. So the welcome series should always have some kind of offer. We've split tested a few offers that you should probably test it out as well. Usually what we split test is doing a 20% discount on sign up. That's usually the sweet spot. 15% minimum, 10% doesn't really have the best results. So we usually split test free shipping as an offer, or we split test a discount percentage, or we split test like a buy one get one free kind of deal, but on smaller ticket products. So I would recommend just a flat site-wide sale. That is what most people do, but you can be a little bit creative with it. We just split tested and saw it work best. We wait 3 days and we send them a reminder about the discount that they haven't used yet if they haven't placed a product. So that's most important. Then no matter if they placed a product or if they haven't, or an order or they haven't, we upsell them, or we kind of cross promote and send them to our socials, because we do want to keep that presence and we want to cross pollinate efforts. Then we wait 4 days and we send them a personalized email from the founder. This email is intended to kind of be a little bit more personable, a little bit more sincere, and we send them that email. All the other flows actually don't really have discounts except for the win back. So the card abandonment and the browse abandonment do not have discounts, whereas most people do that. We want to get away from the discount culture and kind of make it a reiteration that we have value to give. So in those emails, we provide some kind of value. So that is just a good idea for you on how you can apply it yourself. Again, you know, it speaks for itself, I think. And yeah, I think lastly, I would just recommend that you have a look at the way that you're doing your sending, that you're building it out, because it worked incredibly well for this company, as I showed you. So yeah, again, compared to then and now, 2022, they only generated about $6,000 in the first quarter, and now they're generating $51,000. So overall, they would have lost about, you know, $45,000 if they never took action, $46,000 if they never took action. So that is what it would have cost them if they didn't end up working with us and applying these strategies, most importantly. So hopefully it is valuable. Hopefully you took something from it. And if you did, then I would recommend jumping on a call with me. So this call applies to anyone if you want to scale your revenue, first of all, if you're stagnating, if you have any similar problems that I mentioned in this video, or lastly, if you just want growth and solutions to some of your problems right now. So the call itself will just be a conversation from one business owner to another, where hopefully I can give you kind of a one-on-one consultation after hearing some of your problems, and from there give you an idea of, you know, what we can do for you and whether we can give you a guarantee with our services, because we only work with people that we can give a guarantee to. So for this client specifically, our guarantee is that we had to generate a specific goal amount, otherwise we just didn't get paid. So that's how much confidence we have in what we can do. So that's why I recommend that you apply this, because you will see the results from it. It's a no-brainer. So with that being said, hopefully you'll jump on a call with me. Hopefully you took some value away from this video, especially if you're a similar company facing similar problems. And from there, hopefully we can have a conversation, and I look forward to hearing about your business if we do. Thanks.